Welcome back another episode of NBA 2K12, and now we're last off they picking the Boston Celtics with Paul Pierce, Ray Allen's gonna strong, and now episode what now episode 19. Episode 19 of the NBA 2K12. Without further ado, check out the codes. We're ready to go now, so we're ready. So episode 19, but actually it hit on the CPU, hit disconnected on the unplug. So now don't be trash again. Next pick, there will be team. We'll find out and spin the wheel. Open and out there quickly. Who's gonna be spin the wheel? We'll find out the eliminated teams. Who's the eliminated teams? Oh, it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis Grizzlies is the next person. And their upset last season, who did the upset? It was San Antonio. In 2011, the playoffs are gonna go Spurs and the Grizzlies. Again, so this was the upset, the number 1 seed last season. The Grizzlies upset the Spurs in the first round. So down to 11 teams remaining in the NBA Choose Your Team series. So next team is the Memphis Grizzlies. It's gonna be a good game with Rudy Gay, Mike Conley, Marc Gasol. It's gonna be a good one. So hope you enjoy this video. I will catch up, and now, without further ado, and enjoy the video.
Welcome everyone to NBA action here on 2K Sports. Thursday Hoops. It'll be Manu Ginobili and the San Antonio Spurs facing off against the Memphis Grizzlies. And with opening tip on the way, let's head out to Memphis to join our broadcast team of Kevin Harlan, Clark Kellogg, and Steve Kerr.
Welcome everyone to the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And our sideline reporter is Doris Burke. Look now, State Farm presents the starting lineups. First for the Spurs, Parker and Manu on the backcourt. We've got Duncan. He's a superstar, no doubt. And what a huge boost for this team, night in and night out. And it's McDyess in at the 4-man position. And for the Grizzlies, Mike Conley and Tony Allen at the 1 and 2. And at the center, the big guy, Marc Gasol, always can be counted on, a looming presence and a force both offensively and defensively. Then there's Rudy Gay, and it's Randolph in at the 4.
You know, guys, the Spurs played great basketball against their Western Conference foes. I mean, they went 38-14 against the West.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. Parker kicks to Ginobili. It's a look, and it's good. Ginobili's got the opening basket of the game for the Spurs. Steve, when you look at the Spurs' regular season dominance a season ago, what was the key in your mind?
I thought it was Greg Popovich's style. I mean, he decided to go away from that traditional inside-out game. They got much faster as a team. They played a higher pace. And Pop knew they had to take advantage of their scoring and to cover up for the fact that they're no longer one of the most talented teams in the NBA.
Really, that's good.
But you like the execution there, springing the man open and getting him the easy move.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. I was able to talk with Lionel Hollins for just a moment. If there was one area that concerned him, it was their ability to limit their opponent's second chance opportunities. He said that against a good rebounding team like them, you simply cannot afford even the slightest lapse in concentration, or it'll be giving up 2 easy points inside, guys.
Great. Doris, thank you.
Not necessarily an overlooked part of the game, but rebounding can affect everything else you do. When you look at Manu Ginobili, he and Bill Bradley are the Knicks, the only 2 players in history to win a EuroLeague championship, an Olympic gold medal, and an NBA championship. That's special.
Gabe can't get it to go.
He came away empty there, and that's a shot that should probably go down.
Ginobili, that's for 2. From the top of the key, he buries it. Ginobili's got his second basket of the night. When you talk about Ginobili as a person, such a high character individual, Steve, a great ambassador for the league.
He sure is. He's beloved in Argentina. He's the second Latin American player ever to play in the NBA All-Star game. And he's blazed some trails for others to follow. Just a phenomenal player and an incredible competitor. And right back with the triple. How about a 3-for-3, Steve?
On the arc. And again, it's his Spurs from deep. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, both teams still kind of feeling each other out here, and neither team has been able to find an edge in this game.
That is good. 6 points for Conley.
Man, is he hard to defend. When you play him one way, he'll just go the other.
It's Ginobili outside. Good.
Since the first tip, he's been red hot from long range. He's in the zone right now.
Back to Gay. Fires from deep. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Gay's got 8 points.
That's 9 straight points coming off 3 3-pointers. The defense just getting shelled.
Steve, the threes are killing him. I think they've got to find a way to chase him off the three-point line.
That lead pass allowed him to get straight to the hoop without losing any momentum. And the Grizzlies had such a good season a year ago. And one of the areas they were big was their play against Western Conference opponents. They went from 22 wins the year before to 30 last season.
Leonard dishes to Duncan. McGuice kicks to Leonard. Tries again. And the Spurs scoring again.
Both sides really coming out of the gate firing here.
Guys, they look like they were raring to go in this one. A lot of offense early on.
Gasol, a screen on Parker. And then Gasol with the chance.
I'll tell you what, I think that's the best assist we're going to see tonight.
Well, he made it up there, Steve. A pass for Earl. His teammate could get it.
Perfect timing, but that's what you need to make that kind of a connection.
And for the Grizzlies in this competitive Western Conference, Steve, you just said it, they've added 8 wins. Just making the playoffs, defeating the #1 seed San Antonio Clark. No small accomplishment.
No, it's a great accomplishment. Kevin, and I think their transformation into a defensive-minded team was one of the keys. I mean, they had scoring threats, guys who could put up points, but when you play tough defense at the NBA level, that really raises your ceiling.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Arthur comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Mayo in for Tony Allen.
Yes, indeed. Boy, I love that one. That's not just any plain dunk. That has some panache to it.
It's an energizer, guys. That is an energizer.
That is, and that will lift the whole team up.
Ginobili, that's for 2. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Probably time to bring an extra defender, change up the defense a little bit.
He's been so good. I think they got to take the ball out of his hands. I think it takes a lot of guts to shoot the on the fast break with the guy closing out on him.
Now Mayo defending. Outside Jefferson. And shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Jefferson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Back to Conley. Left side. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
For another uncontested 3 there, they got to make some kind of an adjustment. I mean, they're giving up way too many open threes.
Well, the last 5 hoops, 3 have come off wide open three-pointers, Clark. So it's one thing to give up one, but you start giving three-pointers up in bunches, you're in big trouble. It's been all about ball movement here. Great passing.
Yeah, anytime you got good self-esteem, the ball will find the open play.
Parker outside. Backing him down is Duncan. Gasol with the block. No short of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Grizzlies lead by 9.
How about the three-point shooting? The scoring has really come in bunches from long range.
Yeah, it seems like every time down the floor they're knocking down the triple.
Don't go away. Back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. Here is Vasquez.
I think it's a good question to ask. For Tim Duncan, has the window for another title closed? I mean, you look at that first round series against the Grizzlies, and it might have closed.
Stolen away. Vasquez passes to Mayo. Hangs in the air. He flies to the bucket and lays it in. Mayo's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Grizzlies. Spurs trail by 11. Interesting, Clark, on your observations on Tim Duncan. He's still one of the better big men in the league, but the Spurs got wiped out in the first round by Memphis. And you know what? He's not getting any under. So, Steve, do you think his window, like Clark says, has perhaps closed a little bit here?
I do, unfortunately. I love Tim Duncan, teammate of mine, and a fantastic leader and human being. But you look at the Spurs, even though they can still win a lot of games, it's tough to see them winning 4 straight playoff series in the NBA playoffs, given their collective age. And I just don't think they're going to win another title with the current crop that they have.
From the sideline, on the spike slam play.
Come on now, I didn't see. Can you believe? A little bit of flair and flavor at the end of it.
Oh, that'll be a fan favorite.
That was not your average typical dunk. He looks good, getting it done consistently from deep.
Steve, I know you love the three ball, and he's been sharp, kind of like Steve Kerr used to be.
Such a disciplined team, the Spurs, and the core of their defensive plan is to force contested jump shots. No layups, no free throws. They just want teams to have to shoot from the outside.
No question about it, guys. He's been one of their best performers today.
Ginobili against Mayo.
He's the tallest guy around, but boy, can he score in the post. Some guys just have that knack, and he's certainly one of them.
Here's Ginobili. And 2 points for him. We talked about the Spurs forcing contested shots, Steve, from outside. One key, Clark, they didn't foul.
Yeah, and that's one of the keys to being able to, one, play effective defense, but also to be able to get into transition. Because when you're not fouling, the rhythm and pace of the game has a way of finding its own level. And the Spurs are very good at that. They challenge shots without fouling, but it also allowed them to be able to play this up-tempo game they wanted to play, too.
One of the great stories is last offseason, Popovich got his staff together. They took a lot of years of their own play from the year before. They looked at a lot of European tape, and they just thought, we got to play more of a European stuff. They didn't want the game to stop. Like you said, they want the game to continue to go and get in that rhythm.
Yeah, exactly. Big part of their success.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Marcus Gasol has checked in for Cole. Gay comes in for Sam Young. Tony Allen's checked in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Conley in for Vasquez.
Even with just a little bit of room, he's going to immediately go on the attack.
Conley with the three, and that one's good. Conley's got 15.
That's now 6 straight points on open threes. Get a hand up, folks. Pay attention to the scouting report. Well, you know how quickly things can go south when you start giving up wide open looks to this team.
Pushing it up. Gay outside.
Conley. Use that.
2 minutes. Six to shoot. Jefferson picks him up. Gay dishes to Conley.
Starting to build a little steam here. He had a good first quarter, but he's been even better here in the second.
Here's Parker. 1:43 left to play here in the half.
Rudy Gay signed a contract extension prior to last season, and I thought he came out and he earned it. You know, despite some injuries during the year, he really had an excellent season. He's a guy who's very explosive and can get his own shot at any time.
Conley with it. 18 points for him. Over Jefferson. Oh, that's blocked. Randolph gets to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Rudy Gay on the wing. It's stolen by Jefferson.
Anticipating that pass so well. Beautifully done.
Boy, that dunk got everybody. Up off their seat.
Oh, they're loving it, aren't they, Steve?
Well, how could they not? I mean, he put the cherry on top of the sundae on that.
And Clark, Rudy Gay going back to last season, really making strides. His defense, his decision making, his passing. I see a player who's really expanded his game.
I agree, a young player that probably benefited greatly from his experience with Team USA in the World Championship. Being around those kind of players in that kind of environment under that type of pressure and scrutiny has a way of sharpening up what you bring to the table.
And Duncan gets it to go in.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Now, defense starts at the rim. You want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside.
Passes it to Neal. Zach Randolph covering. Neal. And it's good in the assist by Parker. He has 5.
Now, he's gotten his legs underneath him because he's having a heck of a quarter.
It's stolen by Duncan. Parker against Conley. Parker passes to Duncan. With Jefferson outside. Good. Jefferson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Poked away.
Nice swipe there. You can see his eyes get wide open when he saw the opportunity to take the ball.
And so we wrap up the first half. Back in a moment from Memphis.
And it's a good one going out in Memphis. Glad to have you with us for our halftime show presented by HP. Memphis on top against San Antonio. They're keeping the ball hopping around, racking up those assists. Michael Conley's been outstanding. How's that for a shooting percentage? 100. Yes, 100% from the court. Not too bad. And on the other side, San Antonio just keeps scrapping. Points in the paint, definitely in their favor. They stayed in attack mode down low. Manu Ginobili having himself a big-time game. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. A look now at the 2 guys who put up some good numbers so far in tonight's outing. And that'll do it as the second half is about to start out at FedEx Forum.
I'm the best, I don't have to practice. Double team, I don't have to pass it. Falling hard and I'm
Third quarter about to get going. Here is Conley. And it's blocked. And here's the fast break. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Kevin, thank you. Xavier Henry out of Kansas did not play a lot his rookie season, but he's got some promise. Coach Lionel Hollins said he is just poised and mature beyond his years. He understands the big picture of what's going on. Zach Randolph praises maturity as well, saying he's a big body, doing the extra stuff to get better. He takes things as they come. He's always in the right spots. He spaces the court, and he plays good defense. The Grizzlies are hoping for good things from Henry in the future, guys.
Yep, nowhere to go but up. Thanks, Doris.
And the Grizzlies have a bit of depth on the wing, so not easy to break into that rotation, but he's making good progress.
Here's Gay. Takes it right up. That's in there. With the assist. 23 points for Gay.
And the Grizzlies last season, #1 in the league in points in the paint by a wide margin. That strong front line accounting for so much of their offense.
San Antonio calls timeout. And for Memphis, not a great outside shooting team for sure. Scoring the ball inside for them takes even more of a priority.
And Kevin, what's more, with quick guards and a big skilled front line, they had the right personnel to score inside. I mean, that really was the strength of the team. I might be a little biased here, but I love an offense that can get points in the painted area. Kind of smash mouth basketball. But for Memphis to go to the next level, they've got to enhance their ability to knock down perimeter shots on a consistent basis.
Boy, this is scary. You get a score rolling like this, you're in some trouble.
Yeah, you can't leave a guy like that on an island. I mean, you got to bring some help.
That's in there. 25 points for Gay.
Boy, you set him up nicely with that pass. Boy, I love the ball movement, guys. That's 3 of their last 5 shots coming off of assists.
Here's Ginobili. Blocked. And they're able to recover. That's the bucket. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Conley with the 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
It's really the kind of game you expect from him, guys. I mean, extremely effective. Taking a lot of good shots.
One thing you hear out of Memphis is that Mike Conley has really stepped into more of a leadership role. He's been much more vocal in that point guard spot. And he had a great season last year when Memphis made it to the playoffs.
Conley left side. No good. Well, the Spurs will take it the other way. And, speaking of Mike Conley, developing as a leader, that's something you really need from that point guard position, don't you think, Clark?
Without question, and playing for a former point guard, Lionel Hollins certainly has had to help Mike Conley's development, but Mike's maturity, Mike Conley Jr.'s maturity, listening to him talk about his role and his responsibilities and seeing him handle the media in post-game interview situations speaks volumes to where that young man's head is. He's anchored on the ground, thinks the game, and is committed to getting better. As a former Buckeye, I'm extremely proud of that young man. He's done a nice job.
Well said, number 1, sir. Hey, you're a Buckeye, that was. Even numbers. Gay outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
So tough for the defense to get out to the three-point line in transition.
And here's Neal outside, and that is good. 11 points in the game. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Has to go from the ring, and it's Memphis with another. Here's Ginobili. 26 points for him. Goes up. He buries it. Ginobili's got 4 points in the quarter.
If he's got the ball in his hands and the basket in his sight, he's going straight to the rack.
.110 left to play here in the third.
And, the Spurs decided prior to last season that their best chance to be successful was to go up tempo. They knew they didn't have the inside play that they did in past years, so they played a very fast pace and used their three-point shooting to their advantage.
Mayo dishing to Gay. And there's the 3-second violation. So minutes. Both teams making substitutions here. Spurs trail by 7. We talk about the Spurs game planning for the Lakers, Steve. I guess you want to spread the floor against that big front line of Los Angeles, and of course a major quickness advantage at the point guard for San Antonio.
Well, you try to play to your strengths, Kevin, and basically Tony Parker looked to attack in transition. I mean, even when the numbers were against him, he's so good at putting defenses on their heels. And the other players ran to the three-point line, and Parker got bottled up. He had a kick out, but the ball wasn't stopped. He slithered his way to the basket.
He worked his way around the bigger man and found the hoop. Great play.
Yeah, really nice play. Wasn't bothered at all.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, and that one's good. Randolph's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, a recipe for disaster, Kevin, is letting him get that free near the basket.
And Neal kicks to Parker. Just 3 on the clock. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? You look at Michael Conley. What a contribution.
Yeah, we have, Kevin, and that's exactly what this team needed from him. He's been terrific.
And you know what, Steve? A double-double in 3 quarters of play, guys. I mean, that's nothing to complain about.
We'll be back momentarily. Now let's check in with Doris Burke for our Sprite Spark of the game. Doris?
Kevin, it's the Grizzlies picking up the Sprite Spark for the stretch they put together. They came out of halftime an entirely different team, re-energized and ready to go. In short, it's been the tale of 2 halves in this one as we move and get ready for the final period.
Thank you, Doris. Everything really clicked for them, Clark, during that run.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, it ignited them offensively.
To the point, Clark, where they were really in complete control at that end of the floor.
And that one's good. Parker.
Man, they are both lighting it up here.
Exciting basketball, Steve. I mean, it's been back and forth. Dropping in points every chance they get.
Everything's falling from the three-point line here in the second half.
And guys, you know, one fed into the other. I mean, now they're shooting with great confidence and they're on a roll.
Beautiful play there, absorbing the contact and going to the free throw line for one.
Well, I like the concentration he showed there. He knew he was going to get hit, but kept his eye on the hoop. Now he has a chance at a three-point play.
And it's San Antonio with another. Here's Mayo. He's picked up by Parker. Parker against Mayo. Here's Gay outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And these wide open threes are going to run in. You have to locate shooters and get a handle.
Yep, you do, Steve. And even if it means having their assigned defenders stand at home on three-point shooters, I mean, that would be a worthwhile strategy to pursue because you don't want to give good shooters open threes.
Parker with the steal. Here's Neal, defended by Allen. Here's Parker, and it's San Antonio with another.
They are just lighting them up from mid-range area.
You know, sometimes we forget about the value of the mid-range or in-between game. This team has made 8 of their last 10 with that shot, the in-between shot.
Outside Mayo. He dishes it to Gay from about 19 feet. Again, Memphis.
Another great job of moving the basketball and finding a good shot.
Steve, that's been the thing for them so far. I mean, they've really worked well as a unit together, and the assist totals echo that.
Time call here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
You know, you look at what I thought was a terrific breakthrough season for the Grizzlies a season ago. I mean, in Memphis, we've been seeing them for years now, bit by bit, making the FedEx Forum a tougher and tougher place to come and steal a win. And in the playoffs, I thought that crowd was as good as any we've seen in the league all year.
Zach Randolph's checked in for Memphis. Conley now comes in for O.J. Mayo. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He was far from happy in the huddle and asked his players, why are we not taking care of the basketball? Don't keep forcing passes where there's no lane. We are wasting possessions and it has to stop.
Here's Parker. Looking at the Grizzlies' home record last season, 30 up and 11 down. That record has done nothing but improve for the last 5 seasons. They're an ascending ball club.
They are. A lot of talent. And I hope that great play, Kevin, will energize this Memphis fan base and continue to fill up the Forum the next few years, because this is a rising team in the Western Conference.
It's stolen by Green.
They just haven't been as solid as they were earlier in the game in terms of taking care of the basketball.
Here's the block. Parker against Conley. Conley gets the reach-in call. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, team's first.
Here's Parker. Grizzlies. And another basket for San Antonio.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork.
Some changes here for the Grizzlies. Parker comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Mayo in for Tony Allen. Antonio Price is checked in for San Antonio. Jefferson comes in for Daniel Green. Time call here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 8. 1:56 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Jefferson. Now let's take a look at it once again with our Spike Slam King.
Now that's just rubbing it in, fellas.
Throwing it down the style.
Well, these folks are not going to forget that one anytime soon.
Some good numbers for Jefferson. He's got 10 points, and the 3 ball's been there for him, too. He's hit 2 from out there.
You know the three-pointer gives any player an added dimension to his game that will almost always lead to more responsibility at the offensive end.
Gay can't get it to go.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they were lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Boy, he set him up beautifully with that assist. The room service stuff.
Spurs trail by 7. Here's Jefferson in for the block.
And those points are made possible by that perfect entry pass.
1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Conley, the pass to Mayo. Gay outside. It's stolen by Jefferson.
You know, guys, it's interesting. Such a good first half for him. Not one turnover, but since halftime, he's been coughing it up repeatedly.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Gay defending.
The only question there was who was going to finish it. Easy, fast break.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they made the right call there, Steve.
Here's Ginobili. For 3. Gets it to go. Ginobili's got 33.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
Conley for three, and the shot is good.
Just putting on an absolute show right now.
See, they got to come up with a way to stop him. In fact,
Ginobili gets to Duncan. He's up against Gasol. Duncan dishes to Ginobili. Over Mayo. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within three.
He has not lost his focus today. Even when things haven't gone his team's way, he's still bringing it.
Conley kicks to Gay. Defended by Jefferson.
Every trip down the floor.
certainly seems like he's doing that, Steve. I mean, it's been a great passing day for him.
Here's Ginobili. Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within three.
Kevin, that's what you expect from him. When the pressure's at its highest, with the game on the line, that's when he's at his best. It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in the groove, and that tray of his has just been dead.
Time's all here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Zach Randolph's checked in for O.J. Mayo. Here's Parker. Here's the feed to McDyess. That's blocked. And they get it back. That's good. Here's Gay. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And fouling now is really your only option.
Yeah, you just got to hope he misses the free throw so you can get back in the game, Steve.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're leading by 4. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. So it's Memphis now. They've led by as many as 14 points. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
They didn't have much choice with the foul. Unfortunately, this is the last guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they stopped the clock, but these free throws are pretty much automatic. That shot to make them all. That's a big play to extend their lead.
And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and the next one by 5. 2 for 2, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Huge free throws there, Kevin. He just put this game out of reach.
Ginobili outside. Back to Parker. Over Conley. It falls!
Boy, this is a shooting exhibition, guys. I mean, he's not wasting any of his chances.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. And Clark, you know, it was quite nearby.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Conley.
And that should do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin, and earlier saw 3 teams are advances to the division series. It was the Kansas City Royals and Royals defeat Baltimore Oilers, and Detroit Tigers stopped the Houston Astros to end up the ALCS streak. So that means they're no longer Astros are gone. So we got the Kansas City Royals meets the New York Yankees, and we had a Cleveland Guardians take on the Detroit Tigers, and then in a wild card, but except for Milwaukee Brewers, who's still alive in Game 2. It was comeback, so the New York Mets are not yet to fight, and the San Diego Padres will meet Dodgers to become the hottest rivalry. The playoff rivalry is on, and tomorrow, Thursday Night Football, we're off to Atlanta. We have a Atlanta, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and I believe it's the I believe it was the Atlanta Falcons. And that should do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. We'll see you next Saturday. We're off back again for Choose Your Team series. Sign up and peace out. Good night, everyone, and thanks for coming. And see you later. Oh, so sorry. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.